Amazing. We got the dogs barking in the background. Sorry about that. This is my first live stream in probably like the year. I've live streamed last year a couple times, but this year is gonna be a little bit different. The audience is the person that I was a couple years ago. Well, it's for someone that was me a couple years ago when I first started trading. Whatever. Um, yeah, this is like my message for him, I guess. If you are someone that's just starting trading or like you're curious about how it's like, I'm also practicing for the upcoming video that I'm about to post, and it's about what you should expect in your first year, second year, third year, on your fifth year, and so on. The thing that comes with your psychology, the way that you maneuver, you start to see like stuff differently. Um, Depending on how you start, if you start with money, it's gonna be very impactful with the people that you hang around with. But for now, let's say that you've been like a month or three into like your development. This is what it's gonna be in front of you most of the time for like months. Like every time you trying to go to work, well, trade, this is what you're gonna see. You're gonna have like the 30 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever time frame that you like to use. In my case, it's the 1 minute, 5 minute, and then 15 minute. But I just want to keep the 30-second, 15 minute. So far from the previous day, we have the. Remove that real quick. I'll go back into the closing and the opening for 2 days. So this is the opening, and this is the close from yesterday. So I'm just analyzing until 9:30. We have 23 minutes left. I already had an idea of what my setup would be like, so price tends to gravitate towards that new day opening gap, sorry. So today we're in the 05, 27th. And this is the opening of the new day opening gap. So price fell short, didn't touch it, and went higher. And now we are in a bearish retracement. 30-second. I do have my 30 minute and 15 minute on my second chart. I'm gonna show you what I see so far. This is the Nasdaq. I'm currently on the micro because I'll be paper trading, but I have all my new day opening gap, new week opening gap annotated here. But if we go on the ES took out that short-term high on the 4-hour. The Dow it didn't take out the eye. But on the Nasdaq, it took out the high and rallied higher. So we got two markets going lower after taking the 25th 10 a.m. high on the Dow. on the ES, and it failed to do it on the Nasdaq. So this is information that I would keep in the back of my mind. I'm struggling a little bit, but with a little bit of practice, I should be smooth in like a week or two. Going bearish, we have relative equal lows here. But what I'm waiting for is for the 930 open so I can have my strategy, which is the first presented fair value gap after 930. There's also talking gibberish a little bit, but these are some stuff that he will be working on. I need the first presented fair value gap, and also my next target would be the middle point of the opening range gap. Opening range gap. Yep, I got it. Right here we got sell side liquidity, relative equal lows. Got another one right here, a short term low, and we have the new day opening gap. I'm gonna put it right here. Just do this right here. Also, in your notes, I'm gonna go on the 15-minute, actually 4-hour. This would be a 6 sister model. So failed to take the 10 a.m. high, then it's going bearish. Took out the 10 a.m. high, it's going bearish, and this one took out the 10 a.m. high, and we're trying to follow what the two other markets is doing. So there's that. So far it's going so great, going down, and we're just gonna have to wait for 18 minutes. Might retrace back into the middle point of this and then go lower again. To this order block, propulsion block. What makes this a propulsion block is after reaching higher, it left an order block right here, went to the middle point, right lower, tracing back into it, and that makes it a propulsion block. Just went lower and then went back up into propulsion block, and the first target would have been the short-term low, and then the next one, short-term low, which has been tagged. With a 3 RR. And then it could be done for the day, but we'll see what the market gives me. These annotated. This is 30-second. And then right here, 5 minutes, because I do have the 15-minute on my second monitor and 30-minute. Alrighty. These are also London lows, short-term low right here, another one here, and the other ones right here. Asia session. But what I'm targeting is these three. Now it's just patience. You have to follow your rules. Today, I am working with 20,000 demo. I'm paper trading, and I'll make sure to not lose 2% today, meaning I'll make sure that I don't lose more than 400. So I have three micro contract, which will be $6 per point. And if the setup offers me another point of entry, I'll add one more, so on, not exceeding 5 contracts. So it's very important that you stick to your rules. It could, depending on what kind of person you are, if you're like a scalper or a long-term trader. In my case, I'm a scalper, so I'm allowing myself to have less than 10 trades throughout the day. So obviously, if I'm in profit, this is something that needs to be addressed. After being in profit with one of your largest leverage that you decide to put on, in my case, it's 3. The second trade, I would reduce the risk, sorry, so that my equity curve is, linear, smooth. On the 5-minute, we do have this inversion fair value gap. So price closed under, opened up, went up to the middle point, then rallied lower. Alright, my mic closer so that y'all can hear me better, because I tend to whisper. My throat chakra is off balance. Oh, fuck, I'm weird. No, but on the serious side though, I've been trading for 5 years, and right now I guess I'm like restarting. Like if I were to restart, what I would do, like if I had like all the money in the world and then I had to restart, this is what I would do. I would just do what I'm doing right now. Could be for the money, whatever, but my intentions right now is for someone that kind of needs this form of information, because in the past I run into a YouTube channel called Third Eye Forex, I believe, or Third Eye FX, and he really inspired me. He didn't have a name for it. I forgot the name, but as of today, I can say that he had a breaker, a sort of breaker setup that inspired me. So my first year or so, I learned about order blocks, and he introduced, at the time he didn't give it a name, but it was a breaker. So I remember that second year, I ran into a setup called the 2022 model, and that made like the breaker and like the fair value gap like combine even better. And then third year, I had to learn like a lot of new stuff, and they were working, like they were beautiful. I could read like the market, and my mistake was I tried to implement like everything. I mean, like every single thing in like the first month. So like my strategy was like here and there. I didn't stick to one thing at all, and on top of that, I was like risking a lot. So that did not help at all. So you know, fourth year, same thing. Stuff worked here and there, but I wasn't as consistent as my fourth year. Fourth year, I was consistent. Like I was consistent, but one thing that I had to work on was my psychology. Because when you're making a lot of money, that's like a new form of strategy that you have to implement. Like, yeah, you have like all the strategies and stuff. You can put on the trade and everything, but what that does to your psyche is like on a different level. Like you start to have ego. You think you're better than everyone else. And I guess on my fifth year, which is 2026, this is where I am being humble. I'm being called to get humble because like I've been the amount of times in my personal life also that I've been humbled is like kind of crazy. Humbled in so many ways, like lifting weights, like losing like my skills on other passions like gaming. Like I'm not like the best like how I was a couple years ago. So that played a toll on me and trading also. So here I am, 8 minutes until 9:30. Enough rambling. There's a lot of stuff again about like friends and family that played a toll throughout the years. Um, but that's gonna be for like another discussion. So things are looking great so far. This is 1 minute, 5 minute, and we got sell side right here. This will be the regular trading hours. Opening range gap. We'll see where the market opens, and then I will target the middle point of this gap right here. Yeah, I mean, like getting humbled. Like a couple of days ago, I've been in a very, very vulnerable state, and I feel like that was needed in order for me to be doing what I am doing right now. Just helping someone, hopefully. That was in my position years ago. You know, just trying to learn trading and stumbling across like third eye, something spiritual. I was spiritual in the past, but still am sorta. But I don't dwell much into it as I was get caught in this rabbit hole about like what you're eating, the stuff that you put in your body, the people that you surround yourself with, and so on. Yo, that played a huge toll on me. Like I had a I was sort of in a toxic environment, and that played like a huge toll on me. Like I couldn't even stream. I think this account was created in like 2023, 2024, and I haven't done anything until like 2025. So here I am, the toxic entity has been removed, and I can speak freely. That noise right here is just like a fidget. It's actually a screwdriver. This right here, it's another fidget that I got from my girlfriend, which she is very supportive of what I'm doing. Thank God. 5 minutes left, and let's see what the market does. So, open annotation right here. This is the 5 minute inversion fair value gap. What I'm looking for is the first positive fair value gap after 9:30. So it should appear at 9:31, and then there's gonna be a second candle. Sorry, third candle at 9:32, and then my first entry could happen at 9:33. So that's for the 1 minute. But if something interests me on the 30-second, I'll let you know. But so far, we're still waiting. Still waiting for my setup. I'm gonna message my girlfriend real quick because I got one viewer, and okay, there we go. It's gone. I'm kind of nervous. I have to turn that shit off. Like, I can see who's watching. It happens that I have like 10 viewers, and so be it. If I have like 1,000, whatever, I'll still be myself. All right, all right. So far, it's looking really good. Like, it's just going down, and like what other people see, it's that it's also going down. But what can happen in 3 minutes is price going into this inversion fair value gap on the 5 minute. Stay here for a couple while and then dump. But we are aiming for 40 points. 40 points, risking 20 points, 1 to 2 RR, and be content for the day. Or if there's like a market structure that interests me, entering off of it and then aiming for these three would be way more than 40 points. So that's something that I have to keep an eye on. So since I'm scalping for the first point of the fair value gap, I'm gonna risk 2 micros. So but when there's a market structure that interests me, like the market structure has multiple like confirmation. It has one when it takes out the short-term high, two when it makes a market structure shift, and then three would be an entry respecting the lower quadrant, the middle point, or closing in the lower quadrant of the PDRA, such as the fair value gap or breaker. That is my market structure. In 30-second, can see price going lower, retracement into this up close candle, and the bodies are closing under. So that's cool to see, but there's still relative equal highs right here. And the 5-minute inversion fair value gap. Ten more seconds. I forgot to mention news. Today there's no red folder news or anything. There's a yellow folder news at 10 a.m., but that's about it. But usually at 8:30 there's a red folder news, and that can be used as a measurement for your next target. So first target has been hit. I put it in green. If we go into the regular trading hours, the middle point hasn't been tagged yet, so I like this. Let's see where it stops. The 30-second chart. I'm gonna do this correctly. So this is opening. Closing would be right here. So boom, boom, boom. Or just put a line right here, saying that this is the middle point. So there's not as many lines on my chart because that gets me overwhelmed. So boom. On the 30-second, I kind of like this. I'll take the risk right here. 157 and a quarter, 157 and a quarter. I'll put sell limit right here. And I'll target, I guess I'll target the new day opening gap. This throws me off so much that my thing is not on my chart. Execution mark, nope. Position order, there we go. So have send volume imbalance right here. I'll just put it right here. I'm actually gonna put the target to this sell side, which is this low right here, 235. My chat? What's going on with my chat? I can't see my chat. Reverse. Yo, I have my thing hidden. I have 3 viewers. I was just saying, like, if I have 10K or like 1K viewers, that's whatever. My girlfriend just messaged me your chat. What the reversal? What you mean reversal? Y'all ruining my flow here. This one, I'm gonna just do. There we go, like this, and then this one also because there's too many lines on my thing. Like, so my entry was off this 30-second Sibi. All right, here. You see my entry. What was I saying? Like, how long have you been in my thing? Get the second target hit. How many points is that? It's 44. I'm actually gonna take like half of it off. Boom. Alright. Now stops. Reduce the risk. I'm gonna put it above the middle point. Going back. Immediate rebalance with this. Oh, snap. Is the quality good? Is my quality good? What mentorship did you watch? I've watched the 2022, the 2023, and 2024. Get the new day opening gap, and my target is it's the 235 low, 2:35 a.m. low, and we got the new day opening gap right here, shaded in black. Target's been hit once again. And now I should be done for the day. So from that 30-second Sibi into my final exit, that's around 100 handles, which is way more than what my rules were. Like I was saying like, no, not buy yet. I don't know. There's still like the 950 macro that I have to talk about. 10 a.m. silver bullet, whatever. That I'll just tape read. 30-second SIBI. What's the low of that? The low of it is 30.54. You barely touched the new day opening gap. As I was saying, it's a little bit more than my target for the morning. Like before the market opened, my target was 40 points, but it went way beyond that. I really like this 30-second CB right here. When price rejected off the middle point and then it went back into it and just dumped lower. If we look right here, this is the 5-minute. This is NQ. This is the micro NQ. I'm gonna look at ES. ES took out relative equal lows. And the Dow is just being the Dow. But so far so great. Like we're at an all-time high. There's no big news. Just wait 9 minutes for the macro again. And there's still like those right here that I'm not so much interested in. Will you stream more? Maybe, perhaps. Today I just felt like live streaming. Like I was just thinking like I was gonna post like a video about everything that has happened in the last like 5 years of my career of trading. And this live stream was just me basically practicing to make that video. So uh I'll probably like do more, but I will be like speaking less. I don't know. I'll just talk about like my analysis and like my thought process, but that's about it. I mean, that's what I should do when I live stream. But yeah, that's my current position. I like how it touched the top of the new day opening gap. If you look on the left right here, 30-second, it wicked through, but the bodies are staying inside. Yeah, and it's going way lower. I'm still waiting for the 950. I'm gonna annotate points of interest for me, so one, two. There's this big one right here. Got a short-term low right here. South side would be resting here, and we got like relative equal lows right here. Is our next target. What will I do at 9:50? What will I do at 9:50 is just wait, like wait for the setup. If there's a fair value gap at like 9:48, 9:49, like it could be an entry for me. It really depends on what like the market does. We're approaching near the May 26th new day opening gap. It's on my second monitor, but I can go right here. I have it annotated. May 26th. Get the new week opening gap in purple. It fell short of it. It didn't even touch it. And it's going higher. The 5 minute, the candle is showing bullishness. It might go back into this CB right here. That's what I'm saying. Like the next candle, it can touch this CB and then go lower. Or it could go back into the middle point. It really depends. Like this is why I'm waiting for the 950. I'll go back into the micro right here. Girlfriend said you definitely should stream more. Coffee SMR? Oh, that's crazy. Is my mic good? Like I remember in the past, like a year ago, like I would speak and then I was like, yo, this guy's whispering. What's wrong with him? Or my mic isn't like loud enough. Mic's great, thank you. I'm gonna put this 5 minute chart to a 15 minute. So we get this low right here. That's about to get tagged. Yeah, there we go. Put in green once more. This week has crazy gaps indeed. Like I didn't do anything this week. There was a holiday. There was a holiday Monday, Memorial Day. I didn't do anything at all, but it was a good setup there. But if you're trading that, you're gambling. Uh, what about yesterday? Like yesterday, that was the opening. Lower. First presented fair value gap. Used it as an inversion at 941, rallied higher. 950 candle. And then see what it did here. Yeah, this gap is crazy. I'm gonna look at the ES real quick. ES. Okay. The ES went into this gap, the Monday gap, new week opening gap. The Dow just filled it up completely, and then the Nasdaq it didn't do it. So you can anticipate price going lower, but I still need more information. Like I already got my entry of the first predicted fair value gap on the 32nd. Price showing respect of the middle point and lower quadrant. I'm going back on the 5-minute. And then 5 more seconds, and there is this 5-minute zippy. Now, that doesn't mean that once price goes into it, you have to enter. What I like to do is once price goes into that CB, I'd like to see some sort of market structure that I can follow up on. It's also laying on top of the today's new day opening gap. I'll put it like this. Just a 5-minute, 30-second. So boom. Is it respecting the middle point? Or the body's closing under the middle point? Consequent encroachment. See, I don't know if you watched the 2022 model, but this right here on the 32nd, this is short-term low taken. That doesn't mean trade, I'm just saying. Short-term low taken, market structure shift, retracement into this 30-second BISI. I'm gonna put in blue. See, price closed on the 1-minute, closed above the middle point. But what I'm trying to see is if it's gonna close above it on the 5-minute. Save as. Did I save it? I didn't. It went into this second BISI. Sorry, SIBI. Second SIBI, tagged it. It's going higher. Not only that, it's also touching the new day opening gap. It's touching it once more. I'm gonna wait 1 more minute, see how it goes. I'm gonna look at ES real quick. ES, okay. In the 1 minute it went into this. You see? This one. So the rules is I'm gonna enter off of this 1 minute busy. And the rule is to put the stop loss at the first candle that does the fair value gap. So target, I'll aim back at this 30-second civvy. And I'm risking half of what I risked on my first setup. I risked 2 micro contract and now I'm risking 1. Making sure that my equity curve is smooth. Position. Something like this. Actually, you know, I don't like how the 5 minute is looking like. It closed under the civvy, but look at yes. Went back into the new day opening. Yeah, there's too many stuff. I might have to remove some stuff. Just this one. I think I can remove these. It's gonna be in my live stream. A minute and a half before 10. I'm gonna close it right here. Minus 18 bucks. I don't like how like the bodies are closing inside. Well, just on the new day opening gap, but something that's worth to study. So far, go right here. This 3 up 300, and then I just close the trade. Minus 17. Should I make my chart a little bit clean? No sync, no sync. If we look on the 15-minute, there's still this huge gap that price can go back into and then rally lower into sell side. But I don't like how it's just moving sideways here. That's why I closed. That's why I closed my second position. What I'm waiting for now is we're done for today. As I was saying, what I'm waiting for is a huge displacement at the 10 a.m. like hour, and then I can have my third entry off a silver bullet, also known as a fair value gap. On the 15-minute, as I was saying, this is the 15-minute chart. It went into this Cibi right here, tapped it, and now it's just being indecisive. So I don't know, I'm just watching, like I'm just waiting for a fair value gap. 10 a.m. fair value gap. But usually I would be done since my 3 targets has been hit, but from now on it's just like for entertainment. I think my bio says this is solely for entertainment. If not, I'll have to put it. Disclaimer, this is not financial advice. Past performance does not indicate future results. Do you have Discord? I do not have Discord. I do have Discord, but it's for like personal use. Like I don't use it to trade with other people. See how it's moving slow? Like I compared this one right here to this. Like it's very slow. Yo, learning these, that's the thing too, like learning all these mentorships, like from 2022 and like until 2024, 2025. Like, what I was trying to do is like do more than necessary. Like, this right here is like all I need. Like, I'm done for the day type stuff. And then I just wait for the next day and do the same thing again. But for like 3 years, like I've been trying to implement like every single thing, such as this one right here. I just closed it. The 2022 model on the 32nd. 3 likes. That's like more than all my past live streams. I had like 1 like every single live stream, and it was from me. And those three, those are not from me. Will you stream tomorrow? Probably. Probably. If I do live stream, it's gonna be at same time, like at 9 a.m. Talk about my analysis. It's like my routine, what I'm looking for before I can have my execution after 9:30. Let's see, like, what would have been a 2-to-1 risk to reward. I would have to sit for like 11 minutes. So far, nothing is interesting. Like on the 1 minute after 10 a.m. There is no fair value gap. Price is just going back and forth. Code bar. Now let's see. Will it leave a fair value gap in the form of a SIBI, or it's gonna just fill it up? At this point, this should be closed already. Touch the new day opening gap. Sorry, new day opening gap. And we're looking for this sell side liquidity. Have you ever tried prop firm? Yes, I have. I have, bro. Multiple. That's something that I'm gonna work on too on my next videos, probably. Is the psychology behind it, like also the account that you're using. It's not actually like 100K that you have, it's 10K until you blew your account. Earlier I was talking, I think before you joined, I was talking about it. I was saying like you're gonna reach a point where you make like X amount of money, and then you're gonna be like really cocky and get overconfident. Your ego is gonna be through the roof, and then you're gonna like mess it up. And that's something that is like outside of trading. Like it's more psychological. Second evaluation is crazy. It does play a toll on you. The second phase. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. Like all the progress that you've made, even it is more than the previous profit target. Yes, like the profits that you've made in like the first stage or first step, like it's all gone. You have to restart to zero, and like you have to like manage still the way that you trade. You have to be like completely neutral about the outcome. Easier said than done. So far, right here, this is the 10 a.m. candle. Hasn't been like any fair value gap yet. There's this Sibi that I'm looking at. I'm just looking. Doesn't mean I have to enter off of it. There's also this fair value gap right here. The 950 fair value gap. See how it goes. And on top of it is an up close candle on price that's going bearish. So see price close under this short-term low. This would be order block. If I were to be bearish, this would be like my third like sort of shield. Let's say I put a position right here, and like if it goes above this, then I'm clearly wrong for my analysis. But right now I'm being too zoomed in. I need to look at what's going on in the 5 minute. So potential for price to go into the new day opening gap. Will you trade that? Nope. If I would trade, I would have to go into this 1 minute CB. Still need to see what it does inside of it. Like, is it just touching it? Or is there like bodies closing at the middle point? If so, that's an issue for me. I do like how the 15 minute and 30 minutes looking like. Look, this is a 15 minute. It went into this huge gap that I was talking about. Then went lower. 30 minute. I'm like bugging right now. On my second chart, no, on my second monitor, I had my two charts on the 15 minutes. Funny. All right. On the 5 minute, there's a tiny gap here. I'll go back on the 1 minute. Let's see what it does on this one. There's also the new day opening gap once more. This is invalid. This should be invalid also, and this would be like the third one. If this closes above the middle point, I'm definitely done for the day. 30 more seconds. And some more coffee. Now this thing right here, I do want to see it close under the middle point, but it's not gonna do that for me. So I'm just waiting. Touch the bottom of the new day opening gap. It is kind of ugly. I'm not gonna lie. Look at the 5 minute. It's just going sideways here. 1 minute's even worse. Just gonna look at the, not this one. Okay, yes. Yes seems to go higher. So is the Dow. Looks like an SMT. Yes, it's higher than this high. And then NASDAQ just fell to take out these highs, so. Zoom in on the 30-second. What's this right here? Fair value gap in the form of a SIBI. And then in 10 seconds, gonna be handle for my entry. Limit order here. Dang, gotta go. Bye, bro. Alright, see ya, bro. Analysis paralysis. analyzed it way too much. Short term note taken. Next one should be this. Immediate rebalance. Put the magnet real quick. And put the hammer, and then we'll be done. Come on, bro. Come on. Come on, a couple more. All right, I'm gonna close the stream. Come on, a little bit more. Two more seconds. 1, 2. We're fucking done. Reach this. I'm closing the stream. All right. Whoever's on my live stream is probably my girlfriend. That is it for today. It's kind of a good read. was fun a little bit. I was very like I didn't like how like it was moving in zigzags right here, so I just closed the trade. But so far, I am up to, well, 1.5%, which is good.